Now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for this afternoon, Mr. Ahmad Badr, our tourism expert. It's a very good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Ahmad. And let me start by asking you, now with the current, energy crisis hitting Europe, Egypt has become a very attractive destination for Europeans escaping their bitter winters and coming to Egypt for the duration of the winter. What is the size currently of occupations in Egyptian hotels?
Well, right now it's most of the hotels are really booked. We're talking about 85 to 90% occupancy in all hotels throughout Egypt, and that was almost 100% during the past feast times of the Christmas and New Year. There were no room free, literally, throughout Egypt. So that's because of course, we know that the weather in Egypt is moderate and it's sunny, especially Upper Egypt and the resorts of the Red Sea, which especially for Europeans is very attractive. Because the weather in Europe, it's extremely cold. It's definitely colder than Egypt. So in some countries, they have snow throughout the winter, and for almost maybe 3-4 months they don't see even the sun.
Yes.
So, and for them it's just like 3 to 5 hours maximum flight from their countries to Egypt, and the prices are very attractive for them to come and spend their holidays here.
Yes.
Especially with the current energy crisis in Europe, so they can come and spend a week or two in Egypt. Still, they will pay maybe less than half of what they will pay to heat their homes during the winter
season,
time. So yes, it's becoming a very attractive destination, and we need to emphasize on this and build on this and take the chance and take the opportunity to maximize our income from tourism and even make it even more. Make it even more. Tourists to come to Egypt by having more investments and more hotels and resorts and
services
for
available,
tourists to come and enjoy their time.
On that note, Mr. Ahmad, the Ministry of Tourism has launched an initiative entitled Follow the Sun. Could you tell us a bit more about this initiative and how it's a marketing tool for Egypt?
Well, it's very simple and very attractive. Follow the sun. As I told you, some of the countries, especially if you go north of Europe, for months they don't see the sun. So follow the sun makes them follow the sun to Egypt. So to enjoy the warmth of Egypt, the warmth of the weather here, and also to enjoy other attractions, the historical attractions, the cultural attractions, even just relaxing by the beautiful beaches of Egypt, which are among some of the most beautiful beaches and waters in the world. So yes, they follow the sun to come to Egypt.
How do you see Egypt having benefited from its selection through Global Arena Locations as one of the best travel destinations in 2023?
Egypt is always on the list of the best destinations to go to. We always see it on top of these lists because of the variety of what we offer to the tourists. As I said, the culture tourism, the historical tourism, the adventure tourism, the food tourism. So we have many things that we offer, and we still can even offer more for them. That's why Egypt is blessed with its location, with its heritage, with its history. All of them together are offering an unforgettable experience, and they offer almost everything that tourists would look for their travel.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Mr. Ahmad, let me ask you, what destinations do tourists prefer to visit in Egypt, especially during the winter months?
It's mainly Upper Egypt, Luxor, Aswan.
Yes.
Cairo, of course, and the Red Sea resorts, Sharm, Hurghada, Marsa Alam, all these places. And hopefully in the future we will see some new attractions to Alexandria, North Coast, with the building of the new Alamein city. That would be a good and new point of attraction for the tourists, especially if we manage to create attractions for them there to come. It will be the opposite of the European Riviera,
yes,
which is we have even the sand in the North Sea. It's much better, and even the quality of the water is more clear and much better. Just we need to add some points of attractions for tourists, and definitely we'll have more and more to come to this beautiful area of Egypt throughout the year, not just summertime.
Yes, indeed. Right. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Mr. Ahmad Badr, our tourism expert. Thank you very much, sir, for your time and your insight.